Hello, friends, and welcome to all of you for this video session number 46. Friends, in the last session, I have given you information based on the important prerequisites of consumer behavior and the important benefits that are available to marketing managers when they study the consumer behavior. Now, in this session, I'm going to start with the other important topic of the same subject, consumer buying behavior. So let us try to understand what exactly is the meaning of consumer buying behavior. So let me read it out now, and after that we shall discuss. Consumer buying behavior refers to the actions that are taken both on and offline by consumers before buying a product or services. This process may include consulting search engines, engaging with social media posts, or a variety of other actions. Students, I'm going to again explain the concept of this one as I did in the last sessions. Consumer behavior is a set of all intellectual process that includes both online and offline. It means before a consumer buys a product, he is going to think or she is going to think. So in a different ways, she is going to collect information or he is going to collect information through the different sources, which may be from the friends, colleagues, family members, so internet, search engines, collecting information through social media like Google, eBay, networking sites like, for example, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube. These are the channels through which they can access information, and with the help of the information which they have collected, so their behavior changes. Purchasing of any product that depends upon collection of information from the various sources. Again, we can see there are four important types of consumer buyer behavior. See, the consumer or a customer before they could go for buying a product. So there are different four important types of buying behaviors which are displayed by a consumer. The first and the foremost thing is, complex buying behavior. And then the customers will have an association with the dissonance reducing buying behavior. And of course, we have habitual buying behavior and the variety of seeking different kind of goods and services behavior. So these are the four important types of consumer behavior that we can say in this particular session. Students, let me take you to this particular concept, that is complex buying behavior. Let us try to understand what it is meant for. The complex buying behavior is encountered particularly when consumers are buying an expensive product. It is, in this frequent transaction, the consumers are highly involved in the purchase decision. So let me take an example of this. When a consumer is buying a car for the first time, it's a very big decision as it involves high economic risk. See, the concept of complex buying behavior in the sense, before a consumer or a customer buys a product, he has to go with the thorough of investigations with regard to the prices, quality of the product, and the color of the product, size of the product. So, for example, if I want to buy an expensive car of BMW, so BMW is a very costliest car. So I have to think again and again. So the process of thinking again and again on various parameters, so this is called as complex buyer behavior. On the other hand, if I want to buy any fast moving consumer goods, like for example, toothpaste, biscuits, things like that, so I need not go for complex buyer behavior because it involves less amount of money. On the other hand, when you buy expensive products, it may be any products, households, home appliances, any electronic gadgets, which if it is already a highly expensive product, means I should think again and again. Next one. So soon after discussing the concept of the complex buyer behavior that is displayed by different varieties of customers in the business arena, we can say that the other important type of consumer behavior, that is dissonance reducing buyer behavior. Now let me explain the concept of this one. Dissonance reducing behavior. Consumers are highly involved in the purchase but have difficulties in determining the differences between brands. Therefore, dissonance can occur if consumers worry afterwards they may have made the wrong choice. Example, financial services products such as insurance and investments. Sorry, very clearly it says that consumer or in one or the other way, every day they engage themselves in buying a different varieties of brands. Whether you talk about electronic brands, you talk about apparel brands, or you talk about anything else. See, consumers, once they buy the product, they should feel happy. On the other hand, if they buy the products, if they do not feel happy and they do not satisfied, so here it occurs a dissonance, a reducing buyer behavior. Usually we can see in financial products such as insurance or investment in the different avenues, which is set by both private as well as government organization, most of the consumers will be completely dissatisfied after they invested certain huge amount of money. So dissonance reducing behavior is also one of the important type of buyer behavior that we can see in our business organization. Okay. The other important type of habitual buying behavior that we can say here, habitual buyer behavior occurs when involvement is low and differences between brands are small. Consumers in this case usually do not form a strong attitude toward a brand but select it because it is familiar. So this type of characterized by low investment in a purchase decision, involvement in a purchase decision, a client sees no significant difference among brands and buys habitual goods over a long period of time. An example of habitual buying behavior is purchasing everyday products. Yes. So this is a kind of a scenario where the customers or the consumers do not find much differences between the brands. Their concentration and the level of brand seeking is relatively less comparatively with the complex buyer behavior, because so they are going to buy the products which are of a very low prices. For example, every day we are going to purchase consumer products. So purchase of any kind of a biscuits, you need not involve huge amount of your interest in that. Anyway, you are going to settle with one product. For example, if you want to buy any Britannia company products, means you are going to settle with other biscuit companies products. So you need not spend, you need not thoroughly invest your concentration in this kind of brands. Although these brands are your habitual in nature that you are going to buy on each and every day. So those kind of behaviors are very important and critical when it comes to marketing activities, especially habitual buying behavior, or we can find more in case of consumer goods that you cannot find in case of non-consumer goods like durable goods, purchase of any television, purchase of any other kind of things, machineries. You need to have huge concentration in that. But in case of habitual buying behavior, the concentration, you are not going to find a much difference in picking up or selecting the brands. So this complete process is called as the habit of this kind of buying is, what we call it as habitual buying behavior. Next, variety seeking behavior. Now, before I could explain the concept of this, first of all, I have to explain what do you mean by variety seeking behavior. Variety in the sense, see, there is a huge amount of competition which is prevailing at the moment. You talk about any company's products, you talk about telecom industries. In telecom industries, you can find n number of competitors that are rendering telecom services. Airtel company, you take Tata Docomo, you can take an example. BSNL, you take an example. Jio, you take. There are plenty of companies, those who are operating and they're extending their services. So in spite of all this kind of things, still customers, they are on the lookout for searching the best telecom service providers. So in one or the other way, they definitely on the search out for finding the new products and the services which will give you more benefits. Suppose, for example, if I want to invest in any mutual funds, I am going to look out for which is the best investment company. I'm going to select HDFC, maybe ICICI, State Bank of India. So different avenues in which I can get a maximum amount of return. At the same time, the assurance what I have invested on that amount, I have to get this. So these are the mindsets that are possessed by the different categories of people. Working class you take, so middle class you take, so higher income group people also you take. So whatever they just want to buy, they just want to go for buying of variety. See, for example, gents apparel you take, if they want to buy any clothes, so they can go for formal clothes. There are different companies' products. So the Raymond is there, CRM is there. Some people would prefer imported companies' products. So this is, what happens. The customer, since there is a globalization has occurred in the early 1990s, the customers have become very intelligent and vigilant in choosing their particular brands. See, if I want to paint my newly built house, I have huge number of alternatives. I can go for Nerolac paint. I can go for Asian paints. I can go for Ultra. I can go for any kind of a paint since I have a lot of varieties. Similarly, a small kid also, when a small kid wants to buy the chocolate, it has a different variety of chocolates that is produced and offered by different companies. So this is what we call it as the globalization has widened the markets. Any company can go anywhere, any company can operate anywhere around the world. As a result of that, the customers are getting a lot of varieties in their products. So variety seeking behavior is also one of the important type of consumer behavior. Now let me tell you what this exactly all about. Variety seeking buyer behavior occurs when the consumer is not involved with the purchase, yet there are different brand differences. In this case, the cost of switching products is low. And so the consumer may perhaps simply out of boredom move from one brand to another brand. Example include different types of biscuits I have told you. Bread, ice cream, consumers often alternative different brands of variety. See, when you are buying a biscuit or when you are buying an ice cream, you find different varieties of brands. So here, of course, the investment is also very less. The consumer is definitely will switch over from one brand to another brand. Suppose, for example, if I want to buy any Sony company's camera, means if I do not get Sony company camera, means I will be switching over to other company, LG company camera I will buy. What happens, variety seeking behavior. Here, the customer will jump from one brand to another brand. So if we can find the similar characteristics in that. Next. Need of consumer behavior. See, the concept of consumer behavior, I just kept on telling you, it's a very important and a critical one. The need of consumer behavior. Why do we study consumer behavior? What is the necessity of the consumer behavior? I have told you earlier also. Now also I would like to tell. See, I'm a marketing manager. If I have to find the best marketing strategies that I have to prepare, it is possible only when you understand the mindsets of the customers. What are the mindsets of the customers? The mindset of the customers can be studied with the help of demographical factors like income of the people and the age of the people and the gender of the people and the geographical area of the people. I can definitely say that people those who are residing in Bangalore and other urban areas, they have a different kind of mindsets. They would definitely prefer quality rather than quantity. In such a frame of mind, you have to have a proper strategies. In case if you are producing the same products for the other illiterates, those who doesn't know what is the quality of a product, who cannot afford to go for those products, definitely it will be a mere waste of your strategies. So therefore, it becomes a very essential aspect for every business organization. Those who offer different variety of products, they first need to understand what is happening in the mind of the customer. So once you have the analysis of what the customer requires, so definitely it becomes very clear for you to understand and design the products according to the mindsets of the customers. Now, this is what happens, whenever you purchase and buy the products and sell the products to the customer, you have to understand. You take the food products produced by Hindustan Lever Limited. Maya Nexer you take, and of course the spices products produced by this company, and MTR Gulab Jamun you take. So Adigas Hotel you can take the best example. Ubera Hotel you take an example. They very clearly understood what the requirements of the customer, what my customer wants. So as a result of that, they know that they are completely getting a lot of excellency in their offerings. That is the reason only why most of the people would prefer to go in those areas where they can get a lot of customer satisfaction. So this is what we expect as a marketing manager. If you want to get success means first you have to hold the nerves of the customers and you have to act according to what the customers needs. In case of buying of products, in case of cosmetics, so Lakme has follows the best strategy. So female customers are the ones those who are completely have become the die-hard fan of Lakme companies are these kind of offerings because they have tested the quality. Similarly, Hindustan Procter and Gamble company has follows the best one. Himalaya company, they just understood what is the requirements of the different customers. Likewise, so you can give a lot of examples. Reliance company, they offer a very good services, and we can give lot many examples when it comes to need of consumer behavior. Any business organization, if they just want to get success means they just need to understand what is the crux of the customers. So likewise every company does that. So need of consumer behavior, so I'm going to explain with the help of this slide now. Needs are one of the biggest things which are influencing the consumer behavior. Needs can be defined as some kind of deficiencies and imbalances which can be fulfilled in some way. In the marketing world, consumer needs usually in the marketing world, consumer needs are usually divided into instrumental needs. Excuse me. In the marketing world, consumer needs are very usually divided into instrumental needs and the needs of the use. Customer needs usually mean needs of use. Yes, definitely. It means that need what my customer requests. Yes, according to that my customer needs, I'm going to produce the products. This is what the successful strategy adopted by every organization. So in most of the cases we can see, so the company which has got a lot of success only depending upon the requirements of the customers. So these are the things I just wanted to cover in this class. So in this session, so we have concentrated on the important concepts, that is marketing management's consumer buyer behavior. Consumer buyer behavior is all about studying the behavior of a consumer. After that, there are four important types of buyer behavior also I have discussed, I have taught you. So that one, complex buying behavior, dissonance buying behavior, habitual buying behavior is also one of the key important factor. Variety seeking behavior is also very important behavior that is expected to be obtained. So I have explained all these things. Students, if you have any clarifications, so definitely you can feel free to ask. So we will come out with many more videos in the upcoming next session. Thank you. Yes, that's all for the class session. So we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.